these teams looking to go off a treat. Now, of course, I look to Marsh as one of our hunts for our Vodafone MVP award. 150 New Zealand dollars up for grabs for the player that we believe has played the most insane throughout the season. I say we, I'm talking about me and our lovely admin team behind the scene, making it run all so smoothly. And, you know, it's definitely have to be Marsh, Suave, Pocket as some of our players here. So they take towards the A side, starts to develop, wall goes up, Nicholas gonna be on the other side of it for the moment though. It's Aplo, Nicholas goes swinging and he's gonna be hit completely, decayed down low. Vicon takes another, as these players from Villains can't really look to hold on to this A site for the moment, but side of Eshays, they're keeping them guessing. They're not committing fully to this A site plant. They're going back towards the B site. Marsh awaits up in kitchen. Vicon quite low. Myth, all he needs is one bullet, and it's one bullet straight to the dome. Neutralize the first player. Marsh drops down into the site. The spike will go down. Holds for the swing though. He finds Aplo. He's looking for a few more up on the high line. And we'll be meaning the low end of things. Myth and Pocket now to Reed's sake. Pocket, the last sole defender of the B site. The last sole player to try and retake here. But nope, first round again goes to the side of Eshays. They're pretty comfortable in their pistol rounds, all things considered. First round means Spectres, means everything, means confidence still instilled into their players. You can see everybody from Villains stacked up towards this B site. They were expecting a bit of a change of pace, but a well-played round from Villains. They're faking that A take, taking those first initial kills, setting themselves up beautifully for the wrap around towards the B site. Dart goes to the back of spawn. Spike goes down. See, Villains opted for the B push. Villains. Gonna be Myth taken out. Yeah, a few kills going the way of Prophet. Had a bit of a rough first game. Looking along the right. Suave. Over towards spawn side of things. 5 players to deal with, just looking to steal away a potential gun or two. Pick up a Spectre. Keep it into the next round, but not be able to do so. Prophet on demon mode on this Reyna to start it off. 4-0. Already has the Empress available. 3 assists to his name. A second round on the board for Eshays here. Look at the scoreboard here for Villains. It's very, very dry for the moment. No pistol kills, no second round kills either. Bonus now here for Eshays, and they'll look to take it. Aplo going to be flying out the Owl drone, overseeing the operations of A. Orange ball up on the high line. Owl drone actually going to absorb some bullets there. Be keeping Marsh alive for the. So that's not Marsh, that's Gunma. Going to be keeping Gunma alive for the moment. Smoke clouds both players' visions. The hunt begins as the Empress popped by Prophet. He wants to immediately cash this ultimate in. It's gonna be a first kill though, traded and traded back into the hands. Orange Pearl are able to find Prophet, extremely low HP. And it's gonna be dropped out. Myth and Orange Pearl. Sorry, it's Myth and Suave to retake this side. Missed Orange Pearl on the stage. This time it's Suave. Slow orb goes to Aplo. He's wrapped around the back line, and Myth is going to sink him into the black hole. Dissipates him, though. Second rounds into the bonus. Not going to be paying off for Eshays this time around. Villains, they take their third. Sorry, they take the third. They take the first on the board. No bonus again here for Eshays. It's very unfortunate to see a team like Eshays lose these ones. You know, a team that's, I guess, a prominent roster in terms of if they get those early rounds, they really start to get themselves going, pick up the pace a little bit more. And you can see the pings come out. Villains. Now I'm gonna have to deal with an Eshays buy. The paint shells fly high. It's a very aggressive peek from Orange Pearl. I have to say pocket. Myth are out of there after trying for a bit of early info. They back it off. Jump up onto the belt here for profit. Use the Empress in the last round, just trying to secure anything for this Eshays roster. Walk over towards B site. They're gonna have to deal with Marsh again. This time he's got a few more teammates to back him up on this retake. The toxins go up. The toxic screen. The toxic screen for Gunma. Smoke into the site. Plant will go down. Profit. Just above in the kitchens. And not going to be expecting it in just a second. Profit finds the first kill. Kill's done. Look like that. Pocket now to try and take back what is rightfully Villains. It's their B site to try and overwhelm this roster, but they're all losing faith. And then it'll be Eshays. Finding this third in just a second, unless Myth's got some heroics to pull out. That goes towards the back along. They've revealed position now for Myth. Able to find that first kills, holding for the Aplo, swing the jiggles coming out. Aplo's just pelting bullets. Jump shot from Aplo finishes the job. Third round goes to Eshays here, and Villains. They win the gun round, but they're not going to win the one after. A much necessary one for them. So we look at the scoreboard. It's Profit and Gunma. They've come to life. They've come to play here. They've activated in this second map. And Villains, we've yet to see anyone this map so far. Hunter's Fury out for Myth if he wants to use it, but I expect Villains just want to keep their economy very high. Actually, the Hunter's Fury is going to go out. Myth's going to do some hefty amount of damage. He's going to toss the paint shells from pocket. Swab going for it. You can see everybody going for it for Villains. An aggressive push towards the west side of A. Left Swab now with the Marshal. Going to be very disastrous again for this Eshays roster. It's another round, and you can see my frames dipping quite a bit. Apologies for the stream quality. Try my best, guys. The internet's a little bit dicey out where I'm from, and prone to a little bit of stuttering here and now. Hopefully it's been relatively all right, but of course there's always bound to be some issues in an online league such as this, and you know, I'm trying my best here, guys. Fourth on the board for Eshays, and looking for a comeback here in map number 2 early on. Get inside the heads of the Villains, and it's very interesting to see Villains and Eshays both storied teams that have taken Icebox off of Bliss and really look to make them a little bit mortal. Myth taken out by the Hunter's Fury. The Reds immediately, though. He's going to bait out the shots. There's a teleport. Going to be faked there by Vicon. Shots. All bang. Suave. In very good position to cross off this rotate. Only able to find the first. Marsh going to be falling the second. Oh, let's need some shots. My lord. Viper knives. Sorry, jet knives now available. Place on top of the yellow box. Myth, and he's just gonna have to go walking through that smoke, and he's walking into the gunfights. 2 duelists here for Villains. Try and retake this side. Wallbang shot. Carlos gonna be taken out though by Orange Pearl. Orange Pearl probably just want to keep this operator, save it into the next round. Apollo, though, going for the hunt, could be finding it. The backstab is very, very likely. Just a second, and Orange Pearl's not checking behind him either. Orange Pearl is going to meet the favor there of Apollo. One tap straight to the dome. I was expected to see the knife pull out. Probably didn't have enough time to deal with his feeling warmed up, ready to go. The tactical crouch and letting him know that Eshays are here to play in the second map. 5-1 on the scoreboard. As we look at our current scoreboard and our current circumstance, it is Eshays really all around the board. We look at it 9-2. 6 kills for the rest of his teammates. Vicon the only one nowhere near. Walk up. Slow orb. Michalis, my lord. Gunma has to be very careful. He's let 2 players through. He's going to go for the trigger this one. No, he's not going to hold it all too long. To go over to the A site's gunfight's being won by Profit. He's just raking up the cash. Marsh goes for a long range fight with Michalis. You can see the ADS coming into play with that Phantom. Trying to retrieve the operator. Will be put down onto the surgical table here. Surgically removed by Apollo. 6 rounds now on the board for Eshays to start this attack side off, and my lord, not what we're expected to see out of them. Very, very strong start to the second map, the first half of the second map, sorry. My lord, Profit, as we said, we saw the Rainer pick come out from him. And we expected to see a little bit of a demon mode Profit, and well, we're seeing it. 11-2, 5 assists. Empress available again. This is disastrous if you're the villain side. Dart. Gonna go up at 8. Toxic screen covers. You know, Profit's up on this high line. Headshot not going to be landed by Marsh. He's only going to get the dink. He's not going to get any kills out of it. Myth's able to get alive. Dismisses out here. Myth, though, unchecked in that corner. They're all falling victim here to Eshays' onslaught. Profit still alive. Gonna wreak some havoc with his Empress. Swamp, though, drops to the site. Not gonna flick up on a gun, but he will not be able to do so. Orange Pearl. What do you have in the tank? Not all too much when Profit just continues to bang heads left, right, and center. Call this man a barber. He's only given haircuts. 12-2 on the board for him. Empress used in that last round, and my lord, what has happened here for villains? We saw such a crucial first game from them. Haven, you know, their map pick, and they looked all too dominant on it. Now we got Icebox, a map villains aren't scared to play, and they're just looking out of sorts. Half buy to come in. Vandal, Judge, Marshall. Viper's Pit dropped here by Marsh. Up on top of the belt. I'm not sure about that one. Hunter's Fury. And they're going to take out the Viper's Pit. Apollo dunks the Hunter's Fury in. 2 players going aggressive for this mid play. But they're the only 2 left alive. That was a hefty Viper's Pit. And push comes from the underneath pocket. Able to find the shot. Might be good to get out. And he backs off to the safety of B site. 3 players going for the hunt. They've got plenty of money to work with as they've won so many rounds in a row. My lord, though. Pocket. That's a flick. Lovely one of the wrist. He's got ice in his veins and now needs to find this player towards the yellow box. So he will not be able to do so. It's going to be Vicon take it, and Eshays take another 8 on the board. My lord. This is starting to get out of control here. Attack side with the double duelist here. Profit appears to have turned up. Just needed a game to warm up. He's here, ready to go. Paint shells. Gonna be flying out here. Aplo. Turns out shocked up. He pinged him against the back. Look at Prophet. What does he bring to table here in this round? Early wall to block the kitchen push. Wall goes up. B site. You can see also another wall play by Gunma. Hunter's Fury to come out here from Villains. They try and do some hefty early damage. Prophet made his way up through the kitchen, finding Suave. Now it's up to Marsh. Hold down this site. He holds his nerve for the moment. He will be nervous. It will be the death of him. Vicon trades it. 1-for-1. Warping shot from Orange Pearl. Almost found that kill. But will not be able to find it. Pocket. Now the last left standing. Immediate shot on Prophet, but will be taken by Vicon. As Eshays, they're looking powered up now. After such a hefty first map, this is now their map pick. And my lord, LG OLED, LG Ultra Gear definitely behind this Eshays side. They definitely want this potential third map.
Here.
And if we see it, it's going to be a scent. Very more than likely. At the moment, no Orange Pearl. Able to whip in a shape, able to whip onto a target. The Gunma immediately answer back for two, finding the third on top of the wall. Teleport to the back of the site as they've overwhelmed it completely. Myth and Marsh in the site to deal with Gunma and his unbreakable nerve, his unbreakable push. Marsh bouncing away, gives it over to Vicon. 10 rounds on the board for Eshays. We are more than likely expected to see a map 3. This is such a crazy turn of events here. Villains, they're going to have to dig themselves deep. They've got one round in this half, and a ton more in the second. Ultimates available for Suave, Pocket, Orange Pearl. It's not what you expected to see. Prophet 16 and 5, Gunma 13 and 5.
There.
The initial shot comes out and the dash out to safety. Walk out to safety. Gunma over towards this B site.
Toxins going up.
Paranoia goes through. Spike going down B site. It's the retake in the 5v5. You can see Prophet back of the spawn. Doesn't even really need to do things. He's just holding such a crucial position. Welcome to my world. Gunma gonna be tossing up the Viper's pit. First kill though goes to Prophet. The res to come in. Prophet now needs to hold against these two players. He's found Orange Pearl yet again. They haven't found Prophet. He's just dead to right. Left to Marsh. Try and win the fight. 11-1. Eshays. An astounding attack side here. What's going on in the server here? Prophet has turned up another. He's turned up a treat. He full Jets here this evening. 19 and 5 after such a rough first game for him on the Duelists. Now, see the side swap. 11 to the only one of Villains. Pistol round. What's needed. And Eshays I have to say, picking Icebox against a team like Villains, a brave feat in its own, and you can see why they picked it. They're just feeling all too confident about it, though. This kill goes to Villains. Marsh gonna be trading out Gunma. The wall goes up, double wall. Get that spike plant down. Gonna be up to Eshays. 4v5 on the read, Saint Prophet. A very deep flank line, but Marsh is holding for it at the moment. Does not spot the head though, and will lose his. Go to the site. Vicon taps one. Two more players to deal with in just a second. Orange Pearl behind the yellow box. Able to flick on to one. He's able to find the second. Able to dash out to safety, but he will not win the duel. It's Apollo to take it. And it's match point to be taken by Eshays. They make that retake work. It's all to the credit of Prof, but he is all too scary on that flank. He's all too scary on the duelist. And we might just be going to our third and final map here, Ascent. My lord, Eshays, this is a statement second map to make. So we can see 21-5 for Prophet. This man's done his Kovacs, he's done his aim lab, he's done it all. Sipped multiple amounts of Red Bull, multiple amounts of coffee. He is feeling caffeinated, warmed up, ready to go. As it's interesting that Eshays didn't take all too much of a pause after the last map. They wanted to go straight back into it. Didn't want to dwell on their mistakes all too much. Didn't want to give Villains time to strategic plan here. Done up some early damage. Flank kill though from Prophet. Good. Gonna be meeting a few players. Peaks with a dismiss. Lears go out. Gonna push now to the site. Gunma gonna be taking another here. Prophet is just so good at buying for time for the rest of the Eshays roster to put themselves in position. Now it's going to be Gunma to take it. Third on the board for him, and 13-1. Eshays. Oh, it's a vulnerable. It wasn't even a half tap. Do they have the time? Aplo might not have it here. They might have just won it off the post plate alone. No, they don't. Eshays got it by the skin of their teeth. Third.